Pokemon Horizons is about to make so many of us happy and deliver, as our heroes are finally going to the region we have all been waiting for. Yes, you know what I'm talking about, Paldea. The Paldea anime arc is just about to begin, and I'm brimming with excitement for it. As always, a first look preview for the newest episode in the series has been released, so I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's break it all down and give you my predictions for this adventure. The title of Pokemon Horizons episode 9 is Arrival in Paldea. It will air this Friday on the 2nd of June. So everyone together, let's unpack all of this exciting new content about episode 9. The preview sets the stage with the Rising Voltacular ship slowly descending down on the expansive warm terrain of the Paldea region, one of my favorite regions and in fact Liko's homeland. Turning our attention to the next scene, we see Liko, Friede and Roy in what looks like they've just gotten off the ship. Roy is filled with tremendous excitement, and I mean, he's never left this remote island before, so I can't say I blame him for being overexcited by what's in store to see and do in the Paldea region. Following Roy's excitement, it translates into Dot's, as we see her beaming with happiness as she lifts her Nidothing costume above the ship deck. Now, first things first, it seems like Dot might actually be coming out of her shell in this episode, because either she's never been to Paldea before, or she must really love this region, as taking out her secret costume is no joke. Also, if you may have forgotten, Dot was actually the one who gave Roy a note in episode 7 which featured a drawing of Shiny Rayquaza over the Paldea region, clearly telling us that the legendary Pokemon is here. How did she know it was here? Well, I believe we're going to find out very soon, and I'm curious to see whether she has any other plans or motives for wanting to be in Paldea. Switching gears, we next witness the reveal of Liko's house, and yeah, as most of us expected, it's massive. No wonder Liko's mother was able to hire Friede and the Voltacular's crew as Liko's bodyguards. Analyzing her house, it looks very familiar to the player character's house in the Scarlet and Violet games, so I wouldn't be surprised if they took some inspiration from it. Pivoting to the next scene, a cute Fido runs out of the house to greet Liko and Roy, who are very happy. Fido could potentially be Liko's Pokemon, however, I'm pretty sure it's just a family pet Pokemon. Soon after this moment, the front door opens and reveals as well as introduces us to Licos Dad. What? No way! Ash Ketchum isn't Liko's father? Yes everyone, the theory is officially dead for those who still had hope. Licos Dad seems pretty simple design wise. I am not really getting much of a vibe from him either being a Pokemon trainer or something bigger, but maybe that's just his demeanor. Spriggatito on the other hand's reaction to Liko and Roy seeing Liko's father is actually a little strange, as it seems to be sad or worried. My assumption is that Liko and her father maybe had an argument, because as we've seen many times in the past, Pokemon are able to express feelings the same as their trainer. Therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if some sort of altercation does happen here, because we don't know Liko and her father's past or how their relationship currently is. Thus, this is an intriguing situation where anything may happen. With that in mind, let's turn our focus to the next scene, as we see Liko in a more wild terrain area. I assume it's one of the close by routes. Liko happens to be holding a shopping bag, and a wild Lechonk appears before her. In surprise of this, she holds onto her bag tight, and Lechonk starts to begin a rampage. I have a very bad feeling that Liko is somehow alone here. Spriggatito is also not around with Liko, which it normally is, unless Liko left it back at the house or is currently in its Pokeball. Nonetheless, Roy or Friede are also nowhere to be found, so maybe if say Liko did in fact get into an argument with her dad, she might have decided to run away, ending up in this route. This is purely theory on my part, but if Liko is obtaining a bag, she might have had to travel someplace to buy stuff, and on her way there or on her way back, she could have come across this wild Lechonk. I just hope for Liko's sake that she does in fact have Spriggatito on hand, because seeing her get another battle on screen would be epic, especially against this Paldea Pokemon. To make this encounter even better, what if Liko actually catches Lechonk as her first Pokemon in Paldea? That would be fantastic. Nevertheless, with all of my theories on episode 9, this concludes its preview. Okay, here are some of the things I want to see in episode 9 and the future Paldea arc. One aspect that has me particularly eager is the opportunity to witness a variety of Paldea characters. It's great to know that familiar faces like Nemona and Brassius will be a part of episode 10. So I'm hoping we also get to see Arvin, Penny, and some of the teachers too in the same episode or following ones. Moving forward, I'm eagerly anticipating an abundance of Paldea Pokemon and locations. It's highly likely that we'll be treated to a diverse array of Paldea Pokemon, showcasing the region's unique and captivating creatures. However, locations, fingers crossed, we will see a few, like Mesogoza being the main city and Artisan, with the gym leader Brassius appearing. I don't expect to see everything right away because I do believe in the future we will come back to Paldea many times, with it being the current game generation region. Surprisingly, the last main thing I want to see in these next episodes is a ton of Dot focus, or at least some good screen time for her. With us now knowing who she is, I feel like there's a ton she has to offer to the series when it comes to her backstory and even potential goals, because I feel like there's way more to her than just being the daily streamer who gives trainers knowledge. I think she has something very special about her, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. All things considered, regardless, I'm just hyped that Paldea is finally going to get the love it deserves. This is gonna be good. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay updated. I cover the Pokemon anime weekly, from the latest series to the classics. Join our community for exciting news, discussions, and my weekly content on Pokemon Horizon.